Hey my dudes, it was recently asked that I be a little bit more explanatory in my process, and the process does change a little bit depending on the situation. In this case, it was decided on my Facebook poll that I'm drawing Cerberus next, so I'll start with a loose sketch of what I think Cerberus might look like. Then I'll jump over to Pinterest and search Cerberus and leave that page up for inspiration. While I was there, I noticed a lot of Dobermans being used for Cerberus, which looks great, but I wanted to go with something a little different, and I decided I wanted my Cerberus to be more reminiscent of a Borzoi, which I'm sure I said wrong, but that's not important. Now that I knew vaguely what kind of dog I wanted to go for, I could try and find a pose. The more movement I want to convey in a sketch, the more loose I will be. I like to start with a circle or oval for the center mass, and I can add more circles to extend that mass. So the largest circle was for the chest, and I can add that smaller circle where I want the butt end to be, and just use fast, messy lines to connect the two. And then I can utilize more loose lines to figure out where the limbs should go. I should have made the heads bigger on this last sketch, but it still gives me a good idea of what the pose would look like as a whole. I still have a lot to figure out. I think I'd like to try and add some fire elements, but mostly I need to figure out if I want a power stance or an action pose. I'm leaning in a direction, but I'm not totally sure. Later, Tater!